So as you will have just seen from that running session, the Branchline station is now connected to the rest of the layout. It took me a bit of fiddling, finagling, trying to get the track to go round. I have to say I do prefer the code 80 track, which is these lines go around on the base level. The code 55 is good, it keeps its shape, but it is very, very stiff. So yes, it keeps its shape after you've bent it, but it's very difficult trying to get it to the exact shape that you want it. And especially on the foam over here, I've had difficulty trying to keep you can see there's pins at the moment holding the track in. But you can see the two pins where the track join is. I'll put an arrow in there later on in the editing. But the joining there was almost like, it had a bit of an angle to it. I'll put a picture up or something of how it looked. But yeah, so I was getting a bit of a problem with that. But yeah, so put some pins in there to try and keep the rails from bending out where they join. In hindsight, I shouldn't have had it joining on a curve, but it's where it worked out down here, because that bit of track starts off there and works its way all the way up to there. So I think in hindsight, I maybe should have tried to get the join more in the middle, where it's slightly straighter than on the curve, but never mind. Anyway, yes. So, I mean, this is all just temporary. I will need to take this all off just to glue the INCLINE down and put paper mache over it. But I just wanted to have some trains running up and down from the Branchline station. But now that's all joined up, I can get some trains running along there. And I have also started work on the scrapyard area, or the area for disused or locos in repair. So I've started building a small shed that's going to go there, and I'll show you some more progress on that in a later video. So I've been making some more progress on the layout. I had said I wasn't going to put in these 2 lines into the fueling station until I built the engine shed at the depot, but I changed my mind and I'm really pleased with how it looks. So my plan now is to get some grey board down in this section to give the look of hard standing, and I'll then add some effects to it later on to make it look like a proper concrete surface. So I'll get ready with doing that, and before I move on, the fueling point is a little bit low on the one side, but that shouldn't be a problem because, as you say, I've just put this little ruler underneath just to lift it up a bit, and there is enough clearance. So once I've got it level, with the tracks as I want it, then it should be fine. So see you in a bit. As you can see, I've started to cut the grey board down to make the hard standing. I'm using 1mm grey board, 2mm grey board, and another sheet of 1mm grey board to get it to 4mm in height, which is the same height as the Code 80 rail. The reason I'm doing it as 1mm, 2mm, 1mm is because on the side of each rail there are these chairs that the rail sits in. I think they're called chairs. And when you have the first bit of 2mm grey board sat there, if you then put the next one and try and get it to go as close to the rail, it hits the chair, so there's then a slight gap. Whereas if you do it the other way around, you can get it so with the gap as it works. If I can get the camera in. So it then means that this layer of the grey board sits above the height of these little chairs that you can just see here, these little bits that sit up. So I shall try and get some more of this done and update you as it goes.